When I mentioned alcoholics in the last video, I suddenly was thinking about one of those men who it mostly is that is drinking a lot here. Once I was talking with one of them, I saw in his forehead he had two bumps, almost like he was started to growing horns. And he mentioned it himself. He didn't know why. And then there were another day where I saw another person, and he's a normal family father, but actually he was the person I figured out was looking inside my windows. I was talking with him, and I saw he also, but only one bump he has in his forehead. He only had the bump on in Chinese face reading in the right side of his forehead, and that's the side they say belongs to the person's public side, and the way they wanted to be seen, or the way they think they are, or something. But there were nothing at the private side of his forehead. And I think actually this person lived a normal family life. Normal it is not when he is looking windows, but he has a family relation that seems to be normal. But that was just a little thing about something weird. But we should talk a little bit about real estate. And something is going on with the real estates, and it has done for many years, I'm sure. But I don't know what it is they have going now, because house prices have gone so much up, extremely much in the Copenhagen area. But almost all the country prices on the houses had nearly doubled. And there has been a lot about something with houses and different kind of taxes, and something they have kept back and so on. And they want to make new values on the houses, because they felt the old ones were not correct. But of course that's also a little bit one of the reasons why I think maybe it's now I should sell, because I have not lent so much up. So when my house has also become more worth, there's an opportunity now, if I can sell it, that I could get further in life with some money on my account. Means I could go out. That's actually what I have been thinking of doing. If I got my house sold, then I will go out and buy another house that's a little bit cheaper, so I can buy it cash and then live there for less money than I do now. But we may see. Maybe it will not succeed, and then I just stay here. But I had 3 real estates up here, and I have talked about one of them some months ago, where I felt she said something a little weird about Cyprus, a house in Cyprus. she had got from her father. And now when I sit and read this book, The Exodus, that is something with Nazis and the Second World War, it is actually going on Cyprus with these children from the refugee camps. And we know Cyprus is an island that is split in two somehow, and there are some kind of difficulty there where the UN soldiers are. And I know this real estate who came here, she said she had got a house from her father that she need to sell on that island. And she said it was a place where it was the wrong side of the island. It was on the Turkish side, she said. And she mentioned something about the neighbors are just stealing the electricity from each other and so on. So I think there are a lot of symbolism in that too. So I wasn't really comforted with taking her. Then I had a number 2 who also came here and looked, and he set a price. And one thing he mentioned when he said here, that was that his real estate company was actually owned by a bank, one of the banks in Denmark. And then I was thinking, I see. I realized when I had the fire in my house and there was something with the insurance company, after they had made my house, then suddenly my bank started to suggest for me to get another insurance company. And I was thinking, that was a little weird. Has it something to do with the old insurance company? If I go over to the other one, and there maybe are problems with the things they have made in my house, then there will be a lot of difficulties out of it. And I'm pretty sure that they run it all, and they run it in a way where they, how can I put it? They cheat us in different kind of ways. But and then I also realized that I tried to take the other insurance company then and think, let's see what is happening. And I must admit, I have not good experiences with them. But I also figured out that this new insurance company, they were actually what is called a daughter company from the one who I had to make my house after the fire. So they cooperate with the bank. But the real estate. Then there were number 3. And I actually had from some years back a little not so nice experience with him, where I had him here to look at my house to set a price and see if maybe how much he could sell it for. And then we came into a room where I had a bed, and suddenly he puts me down in the bed and starts to kiss me. It was a Me Too thing. And I just became stiff, and I was shocked and thinking, what is he doing? And of course he could feel that I was not in on it. So he stopped. And it ended up with, he said that, well, he didn't think it was time to sell now. And there are a little detail with the number 3 real estate I had here. Actually, he is, I will not say I know him, but he is a person that went on the same school as me in the late school years. I were on the part of the school where you live and go home in the weekend, and he was going there in the daytime. You know, he was living nearby that school. I was not. Everybody from this place where I came from, we went on this same school and stayed there all the week and went home in the weekend. But he was in what is called the parallel class. So I also think, oh, that could be fun to have him. Fun. I don't know, but I think that's not every day you run into people from earlier in your life that could do something for you, or you could work together with, you can say. But he was also here, and he said also a price, and he mentioned something about then maybe you'll sell and maybe you'll not, or maybe you'll next year, and we are just as good friends anyway, he said. And he has not apologized either for that episode years back. But I think, okay, I trust him, because he was the person of the 3 who has set the price at the highest. And actually I have a little ground beside that I was lucky to buy some years back. And he was the only one of the 3 who had not taken this little ground with. So I think they have arranged it in a way where they think there's a big chance for that she will take him, which I ended up to do. So he's the one who has started up the selling of my house. But I could see I run into some kind of difficulties and not nice thing very early on. He actually suggested one of the numbers on the paper. He suggested we could just cancel that, and then I could give him a little, not so many money, a little bit. We could save the taxes, he said. Then I could just give him that number of money cash when he come to my house next time. And I was thinking, what is he doing? I was taking a real estate to help me to sell my house because it should be done in a good way, so I could come away from here in a good way. And I really felt bad about it for a day or two. And I was thinking, I cannot do it. It's simply not okay. I cannot do it. So I ended up to send him an SMS and think, okay, now I'm a little good with him. So I do not mention exactly what it's about. So I SMS him and I said, next time you come here, can you please take a note with you on that thing you wanted we could cancel on the paper. And then I have the money for you and the tax on that sum. And his answer for that was an SMS that says, that's a deal. We have to make one more video.